All right, you guys, hello. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought it would be really fun to share with you all the random stuff that I bought while I was in Europe. So we've got art prints, we've got tote bags, we've got books, tea, all the good stuff. So let's jump in. All right, so let's start off with what any reasonable traveler buys while they're frolicking around Europe, and that would be tote bags. Currently, I have a problem. So first things first, I got this gorgeous Monet's water lily tote bag from the National Gallery in London. And then I kind of went about getting tote bags from various bookstores that I went to. So this is one from Blackwell's in Oxford, and it's got a poem about Blackwell's on the back. And this one's from my favorite little shop in Oxford. It's called Scriptum. And this is a cool one because it's got cool writing on the side. This I picked up from Shakespeare and Company in Paris. Cute. This was just off a street vendor from Paris. And I got this matching little zippered pouch to go with it. And then last one, probably my favorite, was from this shop called Fat Face, which is a really cool clothes shop in the UK. So, all right, so those are all the various tote bags that I've acquired on my travels. So next, let's jump into art prints. One thing that I knew for sure I wanted to be collecting while I was tromping all around Europe was street art. Just art from various artists that are sitting out in piazzas or squares or little tiny art shops. Someday I want to make a gallery wall of all these. TBD. So we'll start with the very first one that I found, which was in Oxford. So this is All Souls College. And I'll try to put up video footage of each of these so you can see them better, but look at it. Looks like a Dickens illustration. Also in Oxford, I found these really swanky maps of the city. Pretty cute. So anyway, this was super cute. Oxford is one of my favorite cities in England, so I got one for my office, and then I got one for my brother for a birthday present. All right, this one was, I'm not gonna roll it all the way out, but it's of Monet's water lilies, and I found this one at Musée d'Orsay in Paris. I found this one from the Amalfi Coast. Moving on. Oh, okay, I love these ones. So I found these in Rome. This is also of the Amalfi Coast, which is gorgeous. And then this is just a street in Rome. Anyway, I love these. Ta-da! I also found this one of the Duomo in Florence. Art prints, I feel like art prints in Italy are really easy to find. You just go straight to the piazzas that are the most scenic and you're gonna find all kinds of artists. There were people doing cartoons, what are they called? Caricatures. They were doing caricatures and also portraits, but then they would do landscape art like this as well. And then I scored in France. Here's one of the Seine. There's a lot from Paris. This one I found at an antique market in Paris, Vent Market. So much art. And then I also found these. So this is a Pont Neuf and the Eiffel Tower. And here's another one of the Eiffel Tower as well. And because we didn't get enough of the Eiffel Tower, I got another one of the Eiffel Tower. Oh, and also while I was in Rome, I found these posters from Roman Holiday. So I got one for me and one for my sister and my friend, who are both big fans of Roman Holiday as well. So that was fun. That was just a little street side shop that I found. And here are the other ones. And this one as well. This might be my favorite. Anyway, that was a cute find. So let's move on. This is just a random assortment, but this is like books and teas. So actually one of the first things that I got on the trip was this container of tea from Fortnum & Mason. It's Countess Grey, and I also got a little tea strainer to go with it. And then later in the trip, I got these two matching Monet notebooks from Musée d'Orsay. And then from Shakespeare and Company in Paris, I bought a little copy of Madeleine, book of my childhood. But it's actually in French, which I didn't realize when I bought it, but that is very cute. And then I also found this very, very cool copy of The Secret History, one of my favorite books of all time. I already own it, but I have a different cover and I liked this cover better, so it's also formatted a little differently. And I also bought a copy of The Hunchback of Notre Dame because Shakespeare and Company, the bookstore I bought this at, was actually just across the river from Notre Dame. So the next category of souvenir are all French antiques. So I'd heard about this market called Vauve Market in Paris. So the first thing that I found while I was walking through the market was this little earring case. I want to call it a clamshell, but that's probably not the name for it, but it's in the shape of a little shell. You can open it and put your earrings in it. And then I also found this very, very beautiful antique clock. And then another booth had hundreds and hundreds of vintage postcards. So I dug through them all and I found a few that I really loved. So for the postcards, but also for the art prints, I tried to pick out landscapes or views that meant something to me, that had some kind of memory of mine attached to them. So those are the very cool vintage postcards that I found. So I'm saving the best for last here, but I also found this beautiful oil painting of a rose. Absolutely love this one. Last but not least, I also managed to find this entire set of really gorgeous porcelain plates from Limoges, France. I'm kind of thinking of this as my wedding china. We didn't ask for any kind of porcelain plates or anything for our wedding, so I thought, what better way to celebrate our first anniversary than getting our own wedding china from France? So this is the pride and joy of my entire treasure hunting experience across Europe, and I absolutely loved them from the minute I set eyes on them. So I ended up buying pretty much the entire set. I think I have 8 plates, 4 bowls, or soup plates, as she called them, and then a little serving tray as well, and a cake stand. So I just love these. I love the style of it, I love the florals, and I'm really, really glad I found these. So anyway, this was a score. I'm very excited about this one. All right, my friends, well, those are all of the treasures that I found while I was traipsing around Europe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.